I bought this Blu-ray double feature like literally a year ago with the thought of eventually I'm going to review them because Robin Williams is in them. Now that time has come, it is here. We're talking about the first Happy Feet film. Happy Feet was released in 2006. It was written by George Miller and John Colley and Judy Morris and Warren Coleman. Holy crap. And it's directed by George Miller and Warren Coleman and Judy Morris. Holy crap. Oh, that's exhausting. Okay, now that that's out of the way. Happy Feet. No spoilers. The general idea is about this little penguin who's born with a birth defect, basically, where instead of singing like the rest of his fellow penguins, he tap dances to express himself. And it's kind of frowned upon by most people, but he finds this group of friends who kind of support him, and everyone learns that it's a good thing. We can celebrate difference. It is a blatant film. Like, it really, when you're an adult, you realize it real fast. You're like, okay, this is going to have a hefty lesson by the end of it, and I'm going to feel it. But as a kid, I did not get this lesson. That's where it kind of gains its first small negative, wherein I realize now, like, this is supposed to give you this huge lesson of, like, different doesn't mean bad. You can celebrate difference instead of, like, shunning people away because of their actions, and, like, all of that. And I did not at all catch that when I was a kid. I watched this movie when I was a kid a few times. We watched it in school a couple times. I watched it at home. And, I didn't catch that at all. Not once. Not once did I ever catch that. But now I'm sitting here as a 21-year-old watching Happy Feet at, like, 1 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, a lesson. There it is. So I don't know. I don't think that movies with lessons are bad. I think that movies that have lessons that are poorly communicated is bad. Like, kids are not going to understand this at all. You gotta make lessons easy for kids in a kids movie. This did win Best Picture, I think, at the Oscars. Best Animated Picture, that is. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I don't think it's a bad film by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm sure for 2006 this was, like, incredible, because I remember when I was a kid being like, oh my gosh, they look like real penguins. It's incredible! And then I'm watching this one here, and I'm like, not great. But I'm not going to fault it for it, because why would I do that? But the story is palatable, and it's fun, and the characters are interesting. I do think that it's interesting that Robin Williams voices 2 people. He does Lovelace and Ramon. And I did not expect that going into the film. And so I'm sitting there, and I don't like to research things before I watch them, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm watching this because Robin Williams is in it. That's what I do here. It's my whole channel on what day is today? Fridays. On Fridays, I watch Robin Williams movies. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, we gotta find him. And I'm like, he's the narrator. I'm like, oh, he's also this character and this character. And I'm like, well, that's what? Like, and it doesn't really change a whole lot. I think that his accent does change quite a bit, and, like, kids probably wouldn't notice, but I'm like, that's Robin Williams, and that's Robin Williams talking to each other. That was a little weird for me as an adult. I'm like, why? I don't know why. But the animation is fun. I think the animation is really, really pretty. The penguins are really gorgeous. The tap dancing is well done, if not a little chunky and a little weird. It works. It works well to tell its story, so that's all that really matters. This is a shorter video because it's an animated feature, and I don't spend a whole lot about animation because I don't know a whole lot about it. I thought Elijah Wood did a pretty good job as Mumble as well. I don't know, he had that peppiness that he needed, so I think it worked pretty well. I have not seen the second one as far as I know. I'm sure I probably did, but I don't remember anything about it, so I'm curious to see what that's about. We'll be watching that in about 3 or 4 weeks or something. I don't know, we're going in release order of Robin Williams, so next is actually Night at the Museum next week, so subscribe so you don't miss that. But overall, Happy Feet is fine. I think it's a good kids movie. It's maybe even a better adult movie, and it's one that I think could get a remake in the future. I think by, like, 2030, they will have a new Happy Feet movie, simply due to the fact that animation is better, and hopefully they can fix a little bit of the writing issues that happened, but it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and give Happy Feet a B+. If you guys seen Happy Feet, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about it. Again, I think it is a good movie. It's not the best. It's fine. But I had a good time watching it, and that's all that really matters at this point. So, anyway, I think it's streaming somewhere, probably. I don't know. I have it on Blu-ray, but Google it if you want to find it. I know that you can find the double feature at your local Dollar General. I found it at a Dollar General 1 year ago. So, check that out. Subscribe to my other channel, The Burnside Boys. It's Boys with a Z. So you can watch my short films. They're really fun. I had a great time making them. So go check those out. And subscribe here so you can find your next movie at Robert's Reviews.